Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're turning here to Whitley Bay. We've got another match on for you tonight. Sorry, we have Lauren interrupting us as well. Yes, you interrupted us. We did go live there, Lauren, as you started talking. So I am joined here on the clock with Lauren and John Lambert. Currently, Oscar is on the game sheet. I have two brilliant guests up with me here commentating as well. We have Charlie and we have Ben. And of course, I'm joining you again, helping run the stream. We'll be getting going very, very shortly. Would you like to introduce yourselves there?
Yeah, hello. My name's Charlie. I played for Yeas last year. It's a pleasure to be here. Excited for 60 minutes of good, expert level hockey. Yeah.
My name is Ben and I'm just really happy to be here.
So it looks like we're getting ready to go into our face-off here, or our pre-game huddle here. So we'll be getting you all the action with that. We're just going to bring in the camera now so you can see as we're seeing. As always, do be in the chat, do let us know as well if there's any issues with the stream, with the audio, anything else like that. We'll do our best to keep an eye on that. And leave a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And that is us getting ready to start, so we'll have our huddle coming in here. Pre-game, and then we'll get going.
Where's that cake, Ben?
I will bring it down to you now.
Thank you.
Actually, you can come up and get some. You have time. You do need to leave me some too. I do want some of my own cake.
Snacks.
Never. We're going to eat the whole cake.
One little bit each, then bring it back up, please, John. You are listening to John, Lauren, and Oscar stealing some lemon drizzle cake that I made earlier today. So I'm very much hoping that they bring that back for me for my time here at Whitley Bay tonight. We have Charlie, camera extraordinaire, showing you the ref skills here. Lauren, can you hear me okay through the speaker?
There she is. Wow.
Repeat that one more time, Ben.
Can you hear me fine through the speaker?
Unfortunately, so yes.
You can? Okay.
Yes.
But you needed me to repeat it despite hearing it through the speaker?
Say that one more time.
Turn up the speaker. Hang on, I'll turn it up from here. There we go. Is that better? Is that more like it? Can you hear me better now? Oh, that's too loud. That's feedback. Turn off your mic. Apologies for that. Lauren having technical difficulties. Unfortunately, the quality won't be great. The audio for up the top is coming through the laptop rather than the camera, as it should be, which we can't get sorted, but hopefully you can manage. There we have Martha and Emily, our coaches for B team, standing with the ref. And here we come into our first period of play. Nice loud shout from the Wildcats there. And there's the buzzer. Oscar just wanting to have a bit of fun there. Do you have a spare team sheet down there, guys? John, could you get me a team sheet? And I missed the start there, trying to fix a couple of things, but we are off well and truly. Wildcats taking it straight on into the offensive zone here. It's certainly a good start. That is someone already down from the measures as well, as Dylan, by the looks of it, steps in. Yeah, number 40, Dylan Thomas there. We have on D, number 20, Alec Biglish. Looks like we have number, I'm not sure who's in Alfie's jersey. Actually, we've got yet again Lots of people in other jerseys, as we have another team here. Lots of new players in this team this year. Lots of people who haven't had a chance to get a jersey yet. The order hasn't come through just yet for jerseys. So I'll do my best. Once I have a team sheet from John here, I'll be able to update you on who's who. We have Dylan Thomas taking in the zone, tries to make a pass across the centre, gets intercepted, but he picks it up, sends it back to Alec Dalglish on the left D, who's going to take it up the board, sends it in the centre. Metro's try and step into that, but not on it first. We have Dylan Thomas coming up instead. He's in the corner, he's holding it, he's got time, passes it into centre, and that's a cover from the Metro's goalie. Here we have our second lineup. Still waiting this team sheet, so I can't tell you on everyone here. I know we have Sam Taylor and we have Nessa on defence here. We are going to be working a hard shift now as they make this run back to receive this puck before the Metros can. Metros send a pass in the centre, thankfully no one else there to take it over. So we have a cover from our goalie. I believe it's Morgan on currently. We do have the privilege of having two goalies, and today we have both Morgan and Aurora playing for us, two netminders. Both started this year, I believe, but both doing very, very well. And we're lucky to have two rather than the usual struggle we have with Wildcats. That goes with the bench and for the goalies. Oh, number 55 is the Metros trying to go for the shot there from the slot. They're very well positioned, but doesn't get the shot off. As the puck coming back up. Nessa setting the puck up as it gets picked up by someone in number 91 jersey. Passed across. Comes back out of the zone. Sam stepping up. Metro's player down and Sam takes it into the zone, although that's an offside. As we had number 91, I believe that's Chris in the jersey number 91, is still across the blue line. And I'm just noticing my cake being eaten, so please leave me some, you guys. The three of us need some too. It's not as good as it should have been, but live and learn. Alright. Yeah. But our hand's still madly swollen. We had a ex-18 player broke her hand after the legendary Joe Gubbins took a shot. We have the puck coming up here now. Can't tell who this is. Again, jersey issues. Coming straight back down. We have Alec on this first. Number 43, Meng, making chase. Alec trying to take his time, but it gets picked up there. They're going for back door. Thankfully, just off the right side of the goal there. As the goalie goes for cover. Still battling here. That's Alec on the puck. No, comes up the boards. Straight to number 43 again. In for shot. And a good cover there. Busy start here at Whitley Bay. Some good initial attacking from the Wildcats, and then having to step back to more of the defence as the Megs put on more pressure. Our president and team captain shouting from below me on the clock and game sheet for a change. Doesn't seem that their words have been heeded. Not ideal position there. Oh, and we have Wildcats stepping in each other, and John has thankfully delivered me an up-to-date team sheet for actually both the Metros and the Wildcats. What a treat to have the away team as well. So I'll do my best to keep you up with who's who as we play. And I believe that's an offside for the Metros. We called there. I wasn't looking for a second. Taking a glance over these team sheets, I'm sure you will have seen better than I do, as Charlie keeps you in on the action with the camera. There he is, thank you very much. So into the next face-off, we have Dylan in the centre taking this face-off. Wins possession of the puck, comes back to our D, who sends up the board. We have Dylan chasing out in centre. And in the number 2 jersey, we have Connie taking that right wing. Dylan stepping in on our right. D there, number 15, Alfie Cox's jersey is in fact Theo. Our netminder for A's is playing outfield for this game. Assistant captain as well for this game, as we have Lauren doing the clock down below us, our captain for B team. Dylan taking that in the corner, looking for the passing options, taking his time. It's good to see him keeping his head up, looking for the pass. We have Theo stepping in again, he sends it into the back corner. That's going to be picked up by Dylan again in the centre. Goes for shot, too many meters in the way of him there. Everyone getting bunched up in the centre, as does tend to happen with this. We're going to have Sam running back on left D to pick up this puck. Hopefully it'll take some time. Looking for a pass. Sends it across to number 2. Number 2 being Connie again. He's now chasing the meters round the back of goal there with it. Sam keeping it in nicely there for the Wildcats. Dylan stepping up into that back corner. Some good defensive work from the Wildcats here, keeping it in that zone. I think that's a cover for the Metros goalie. Going to get your shots on goal on here now. Wildcats have taken 4 and the away team Metros have taken 2 shots on goal this far in the game. Coming in next face-off, we have number 55, that is Cosmo, taking this face-off. Oh, just coming out of the zone there as Metros number 11. That's William Bagley taking on the zone. Goes for shot, beautifully defended there by Morgan, as it's picked up by Chris, wearing one of the retro Wildcats jerseys, our old design pre-James Milne era. Lots of shouting going on here. Alex Dalglish with a little bit of casual tripping there to make sure he takes possession of the puck. Number 91 for the Wildcats taking that up. 91 being, if you give me a second, Chris Moon again, 91.
That's Noel's number, isn't it?
Yeah, was. Battling down the boards for this puck. Metros go for the backhand, that's 43 men again. He's got a good bit of reaction here. Number 43 for Metros. That is, I have not got a 43 on my team sheet here for the Metros, so I can't tell you who that is. No sign of them, must be the last minute addition. That's Alec in the back corner with the puck. Our left D here being picked up by Valeria in number 73 for us tonight. We're up to 5 shots on goal for each after that intense session down at the Wildcats net. Setting up into the face-off. Comes back to number 93, Zach Hindle on our D, as we have a shot off from 11. 11 looks to be a really strong player in comparison to a few of the Metros team, and indeed a few of the Wildcats team. Definitely a more experienced player than some of what we see on the ice here today. Naturally that happens when we make up these teams. A few Wildcats falling over as we make this puck up. We have number 19 taking the puck in there. That is James Hudson running the puck as he takes quite an impressive tumble. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. I'm sure James will be glad to see that was caught on camera. James, who arrived at the rink to an Uber Eats waiting for him this evening, so I'm sure he's feeling a bit regretful that isn't by now. Bit of collision going on here as well between the Metros.
Oh, the ref puts out for this
Oscar, remember you have a mic there. Remember you have a mic there. You can't hear it unless you actually speak into it though. Face off coming in. That was James Hudson again in the centre. It looks like we've got Sam Taylor on the left D. In number 93, there we have James Hudson taking the puck in the centre slot, goes for a shot, and just off the Metros keeper as number 11 then picks it back up for the Metros, sends it back down our defences. Going to be a chase here as Zach tries to catch up. Sam is in there first, nicely blocked by the pads of Morgan as James gets himself in there, and that's a goal I think for the Metros now after quite an intense session there. Back and forth Wildcats and Metros. Morgan jumping back and forth as well, trying to block all sides of the net at once. It's a tricky one to take. We have the ref feeding that info back to Oscar, who will fill us in, who is going to fill you in now on that goal.
We've got 11 from 43.
11 from 43 for the Metros. Dylan Thomas taken into the zone, contested by a few Metros players. He's going to look for the pass as he curls around here. Looks like Ness is in the spot, as is number 2, who we have, Connie. And that's a goal for the Wildcats! It did not take long for the Wildcats to pick that back up after the Metros getting that first goal on. Wildcats were not going to let that slide. We have a goal there. We'll be feeding in again from the ref. Oscar will be telling you who that was to get the full information.
That one is from 68, Masato.
68, Masato got that goal for the Wildcats. Connie on the puck, looking to pass behind the boards. As it comes down, we have Alec, our lefty, stepping in, sends it back up the boards and into the centre. Oh, just not in place for Connie to take that shot. Dylan instead taking the shot, deflecting off the Metros keeper as Alex sets back on to keep that in the zone. Some good offensive plays going on here, keeping in the zone nicely, not giving Metros a chance to break out, which is what they really want at this stage. Just getting past Alec there, too much speed and coming straight down the middle. Definitely going to be in time for us to get that. We're not calling icing on that one. One ref did have his hand up. It seems they've decided to keep the game running. Dylan picking this up as he comes up the right boards. He goes into centre, evading beautifully the Metros players. He's got some pressure on now as he goes for shot. Intercepted by number 96 of the Metros. We have Connie and Dylan in that back corner for this. Metros send it back down the boards. Comes to Alec. Off Alec's skates, going to come down. There's going to be a race back here and picked up by Alex, sent back into his own. Metros in control as they send it down. Looks like that's coming to Nessa. Looks for the space. He's going to skate up here. He's got the time. Let's hope he can stay clear of offside. Beautifully done. Pass to Dylan. Dylan takes it in. Passes back to Connie. Connie goes for shot. Metros not managing that cover. Dylan in possession again. Comes back into centre slot to number 15. Number 15 just not managing to pick that up as Nessa races in. 15 takes it over. Goes for shot. Goes to the left of the net as the Metros dive for cover there. John, go ahead.
You have commented in the stream chat, but you've not seen it. The stream is extremely laggy, and it's zoomed in, but fine at 1 times.
Oh, don't zoom in.
What she said.
Sorry.
Charlie apologises. Yeah, not much we can do. The internet connection in Whitley Bay, as you might imagine, in a big warehouse is absolutely terrible. So we do our best. We can't get the highest quality of streams. We'll do what we can. If it goes laggy, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. This is the only device connected. Oh, and that's straight into the back of the net there. As I'm talking, Metros into their second goal of this first period. Metros with 7 shots on goal now. Wildcats with 8, but Metros up a goal. We will hear again from downstairs who that was. John filling us in now.
That is a goal from 43. second point of the night.
43, second point of the night.
Whoa.
Oh, coming in
Jesus.
towards the camera there. Not what we want to see.
Yeah. Oh no, penalty for the Wildcats.
Theo taking a penalty for the Wildcats there. Theo, our netminder for A team and assistant captain on the B team, number 15 jersey tonight. That's Alfie Cox's jersey. Is coming in.
Did not score? Was that a goal?
Just there now, I know.
Huh? Yeah.
Like a minute ago, yeah. Because we got feedback on who it was. Yep, back into the game here. We have Chris Moon, number 91, coming up. As it goes into Medjugorje possession, Medjugorje send it back down the boards. Number 55 first on, which is, if you bear with me, 55 Cosmo taking that. That's Sam on D, although not managing to keep that in. Thankfully for us, the Metros not taking advantage of that opportunity they had, and lovely defending there from Cosmo as he keeps that clear of the goal. That was a tricky moment for the Wildcats there, thankfully saved it. We're still on the defence here as Sam busts it right, and that's exactly what the Wildcats were looking for. Get broken free of that bunching down there. We have Oscar shouting to them from below, words of wisdom from our president and long-time player. Pressure on from Cosmo. That's Chris picking up, goes for shot, looks like a cover from the Metros. Metros netminder tonight is Alexander Grob playing for the Metros. Normal player of the C team, but stepping down for this match as their netminder. And we're back in, a slow start there. But Sam taking his own, goes for slap shot, comes into the cover again. Oh no, sent back out. Metros trying to send that down, they think it's gone before they turn around and take it. We now have Cosmo in possession of the puck. Hopefully he can hold on to the second for the pass. Comes to number 73, which is Valeria, picking that up, sends it into centre off of Metros' skate. Metros coming back down. Sam stepping in, that's a back offside. Hopefully we can get everyone clear in time. Yes! That's us offside.
Oh, he cut off the whistle. Bad boy.
That is a frustrating one. We have 34 seconds left on the penalty for our netminder, 18 netminder Theo, who will be returning to the ice. 34 seconds left of the penalty kill. Some confusion there. We've got 4 skips on the ice now though, that's what we're looking for. Alec on lefty. That's James Hudson taking a shot into the back of the net. Comes around. James Hudson again first on it. We have Dylan Thomas taking right wing up here as our 2Ds hang back quite wisely on this penalty kill. Our final 13 seconds of this penalty kill before Theo is back on the ice. Number 11 picking it up for the Metros, racing it down as Dylan contests. That's coming to Alec. He's running for it, and in 3 seconds this is Theo now back on the ice. Wildcats back to full strength. 5 on 5. Battle for the puck down here as James goes for it and comes over. Everyone from the Wildcats going down, getting very bounced here. It's not what we want to see. We've got it out is the main thing for the time being. Give us a chance to regroup. Hopefully work on our positioning a bit here. It's not been quite as promising as I've seen the Bees manage this year at trainings. They've certainly done a good job of it. Let's hope they can remember what they've learned for this game. I think it is the Bees' first game of the season. So definitely off to a good start. 2-1 with 6:28 left in this first period. As we have Morgan absolutely diving for that cover. Brilliant job there, just to play it safe, make sure that's not coming in. Looks like I'm getting a delivery of cake back upstairs from John, which I can't wait for. Dying for some of this. There better be some left. What's that, Lauren?
I'm going to show the audience.
Show the audience. No, we're in action. I'll show them whenever we're no longer in action, John. How about that? When we're not puck on play. Bit of pushing going on here. We have... Who is in number 11? Number 11 is Zosha, taking the right wing here by the look of it.
Oh, naughty Sam.
I'm not sure what happened for Sam here, but Sam is now in a penalty. That is not ideal for the Wildcats. The second penalty so soon on.
What was that for?
Too many men by the sounds of
Either way,
it.
there was too many men, too many men.
Amen. More than amen. Too many men.
And the face-off, Dylan Thomas winning the face-off, throwing it down to the left wing here. I can't see who's playing our left wing this time. It might be Brianna. Dylan Thomas racing this up. Net by the Metros, but takes it in. Nice kick there to keep control. Tries to send a backhand into the net. It goes on target, but doesn't go in as the Metro blocks it. It comes back to Dylan as he keeps it in the zone just about by the skin of his teeth. Taking it back round into the centre. No one there to take that shot, although Metro's not managing to keep hold of that puck. As a contestant, it's going to come out here now as Nessa meets on the boards. Nessa sending it back up to number 61, Brianna. Comes around the back of the net. Dylan Thomas on that first. Doesn't have much time to look for the pass, but makes himself a lane, bounces off the Metro's pads. And we have number 43 from the Metros just trying to send that out. Dylan Thomas on the skates. Dylan is going crazy in this match.
There's so much beef happening in the chat. There's so much beef happening in the chat.
And we've had another too many men penalty, this time on behalf of the Metros. We're going to be down to a 4-on-4. We have 1 minute 10 left on the penalty for Sam Taylor, number 16. For the Wildcats too many men, we now have for the Metros number 16 Morrison coming off. Both the 16s taking the too many men penalties here. Number 55, that's Cosmo taking the face off as it comes back. Not much move about Dylan there going for that. Despite us being 4-on-4, he's curling up and falling over with no possession of the puck here. Not sure what his plan was. Metros trying to take the shot, they don't get it off. Dylan now in possession, going to take it up the left board here. Fairly uncontested by the Metros, trying to step in, but he skips under these. Hopefully we're staying on side, that's good. Passing in the centre, that's Cosmo. Cosmo through the legs, just deflected by the Metros keeper as Dylan is down in the back left corner. We have puck coming out. Our only man on this here. We now have Cosmo stepping in as well. Alec there, although number 11 going to be in for shots, and he takes it in the backhand as Morgan dives to cover the right side of the net. He continues on, backhand into the left. That is a good shot from number 11 of the Metros. We have 25 seconds left. Had it not been for that shot on our Wildcats penalty, we're going to get the feedback now from Oscar once he's filled in the game sheet on that goal. And we're off again. Cosby taking that face off. Comes back to Mizzato as she skates it in. She's going to be first on it again there, trying to send it in the middle, but it comes back to the Metros. Number 43 taking it out to the boards. Comes across. We have number 2 Connie stepping into that, sending it down as Sam Taylor picks it back up, fresh off his penalty, goes for shot. As the Metros sending it to the boards, and it's just coming across the blue line there. Zach stepping in and getting knocked down in the process as number 19 racing up. We have Sam back on defence here as it's knocked out by number 58. Sorry, is that 68? We have Mizzato there knocking that out. Connie coming up the right boards to take this, but Metros knocking it out again. Oh, that's going to be dangerous for offside here. Wildcats just getting out in time to avoid that call. puck coming straight back down our right boards here. 43 going for a shot and a beautiful deflection there from Morgan, our netminder, dropping in perfect time. Mizzato just clearing that as well as she can to give us some time. Picked up by Cosmo, taking it into the zone. Everyone watching the offside very well there. They were offside drills at the last B team training. They seem to be paying off, as everyone's being well aware of that, despite one minor blip earlier. Not quite on for our Metros player yet. They'll be back to full strength as soon as this face-off starts.
To the guys beefing in the live stream chat, I hope you find the love in your hearts to forgive each other.
Charlie sees the good news. I've not seen the chat. Cosmo for shot, takes it wide to the right. Number 55 for the Metros on the puck as Connie contests coming back to the Metros. Zach falling again. We're going to need a Zach fall compilation. Apologies, Zach, for when you see this. No offence intended. Sam Taylor stepping on defence. Morrison, 16. Sam, 16. Both taking the battle there. Both of them who were off for too many men. Connie is racing up to this. Number 55 contesting. Connie receiving puck first. Looks like she might send it around the boards. Sends it to the net instead. That's a cover from the Metros netminder. Wildcats are up to 14 shots on goal with the Metros on 9 shots on goal. But with Metros having a very good score rate here so far compared to the Wildcats. Wildcats making more shots though, so we'll see if we can keep our possession strong for the last 2.5 minutes of this period. Might get a chance as we're in the zone here to take some good offensive plays against the Metros. We have number 15, that's James stepping up, Theo stepping up. Metros coming out with it as they tackle Nessa. Everyone coming out for that offside. Theo taking it back in. He's with the puck. Just goes down as he tries to pick that. Looks like James is taking that round, sending it back to the boards. That's going to be Mizzato picking up time, send it in the centre. We have Connie on the puck alongside two other Metro players. Number 16, Morrison sending that down. Picked up by Theo on the lefty. Takes a shot. And into the goal from Theo! That is Theo, our assistant captain of the B team, and our netminder for A's getting his first goal of the season. Theo tippling everybody, bringing it up to 3-2 for the Wildcats. Yeah, I did call it Oscar, don't worry.
Someone said Wildcats more like tame kittens.
That's good. Dylan Thomas and possession, taking it in the zone. Oh, shot just off the crossbar.
I'd rather be a kitten than a pussy.
I'm not sure if you heard that on the stream. I hope you did.
Come on, you got time.
Number 15, that's Theo again. Dylan taking this. Chris, stay onside. Oh, just done there. Right into the gloves of the Metros keeper. Not a bad shot from Dylan. We're down to our final 1 minute and 1 second for this first period. It's looking promising. There's been good play here from the Wildcats. Obviously the Metros putting up good competition, currently in the lead. All that still could change. Into the face-off, Dylan Thomas still on. We have Chris Moon on right wing. We have Sam Taylor on right D. And we have Alec Dalglish lefty. And we have... We have Valeria on left wing there. Sam taking as Chris Moon steps up to contest. Comes back down. That's going to be between Sam and Alec. Racing against number 11 from the Metros. Very, very skilled player here. Got the speed. Comes to number 43. Was a good position for a shot, but he didn't receive on the side he needed. Dylan Thomas taking up the left boards. He does have a Metros G dropping back to contestant, and number 11 back checking strong. He brings it round, just losing it as he comes round. Back in position again around the back of the net. Number 86 knocking it wide. Comes back to Chris, although being knocked down by number 11. Number 11 is really putting the pressure on now for the Metros. He wants this. He is not going to let this slide. That is William Bagley of the Manchester Metros B. Comes down. That's going to be Sam on this as Metros take a break from chasing. Sam's got the time. Hopefully he takes the chance. That's the first goal done. as our clock woman Lauren forgets to press the buzzer. Shame on Lauren. Let's get shame on Lauren, everyone.
Boo, shame on Lauren. Boo.
That is your B team captain who's not playing for concussion injury. It's evident.
Is it the concussion, Lauren?
Last game there was no HDMI plugged in to send the clock to the screen. This game, no buzzer to end the period. It is a good record. We will get these clocks reset ready for the second period. Let's just take a look at what we've got so far for that first period. We have Wildcats have taken 19 shots on goal, scoring 2. Metro's taking 10 shots on goal and scoring 3. Metro's doing much better with scoring than the Wildcats. Wildcats getting much more shots off so far. We'll see if we can keep this up for the rest of this game. It's looking promising. Definitely still all to play for. There's no big gap and there's no evident difference in skill hugely either. We've got strong players on both teams, weaker players on both teams as people step in for the first time, their first ever game with a bit less experience. But a very good game so far. We have our team talk with coaches and 18 players, Martha and Emily there. Talking to the Wildcats B team. Hopefully they have some wisdom to share here as we go into this second period. We'll be on the long change here as we switch sides, so it'll be really important for these guys to keep on top of their changes. There were some quite long shifts going on in that last period, so hopefully they can get the energy again but keep those nice short changes, taking a change whenever they can, as we have these very, very tricky changes in comparison to the last period. B team as well, a lot of them never having done this before, like I say, it's the first game for many of them. They're not used to this. They've played scrims and that's the closest they've got to game experience, so we will see how they do here with the long change. We have our second netminder Aurora warming up with Theo currently, as Morgan seems to be taking a break, at least for the start of this period. We'll see if he stays off for long. Theo getting Aurora ready. I'll get you an angle on that now. Oh, there's Theo going back to rejoin. Aurora is waiting there. There's Morgan, who has come off after a difficult but well played first period back to the Wildcats team there. I'll get the chat out now. Do drop a comment if you have any. I hope the stream quality's been better. Let me know if otherwise, and same for the audio. Oh goodness, there really is beef going on under there. Money grabbing, glory hunting Wildcats. I'm not sure about that. If you've seen our financials, money grabbing would be the furthest thing from the truth. Sadly, no money to grab. If there was, maybe we wouldn't be in the classic Bay of Dreams, or struggling to even get everyone to trainings and games. But we'll see. Stream 100% better when zoomed out. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, we will do our best to keep it that way. What else do we have? That buzzer, we love the Whitley Bay buzzer. It is also fitted to the bar right in front of where we're streaming from. So you will hear it incredibly loudly, and there's nothing I can do about that. Like I said, we had some issue with the audio. I can't get the audio from the camera coming on, so instead I've got the laptop mic coming on, and the wireless microphone is coming from John, Lauren and Oscar downstairs with the clock and game sheet. Getting ready for the second period. First line is on, that is Dylan on centre taking this face off, and we are off. Dylan winning the face off and sending it back to Alec. Alec sending it up, picked up by Connie as it comes back. A nice hop from the ref there. I don't know if we caught that on camera, but that was brilliant from the ref, jumping over the puck as it came back down. Alex sending it back up again. Metro's just tapping it as it comes into the zone. Connie meeting on the boards and back down again. Alec going to be on defence here. Thomas coming in. Oh, and a collision between Dylan and Connie, giving it over to the Metros. It's a slow start for the Wildcats here, but I'm sure it will pick up. Dylan keeping that in. He's going to go for a shot here by the look of it. If he can get the chance. Yeah, that's a cover from the Metros. 45 seconds in to the first period. Slow start, that has to be said. I don't think there's been much energy on display so far.
There's no energy.
There's no energy from either team.
Passion.
There's not. No footwork.
No footwork. glad the beef in the chat's been quashed. It's made my heart feel a little warmer.
First line stepping back in. Dylan Thomas taking face off, winning it again. Dylan is doing well with these face-offs as number 93. We're not a full first line here, sorry, we're maybe not changing completely in lines on the B team. We have Sam Taylor coming back as Aurora just knocking that out. Oh, dangerous there, she's well out of the net. Oh, jumping wide, just hitting the glass, so we're not calling that, not heading into the net. Metro's in possession now in our defensive zone. That's not what we want. They're going to be off for a shot if they can get a track on where the puck is. As Sam sticks a stick between the Metro's legs. That's not what we want to see either. We don't want Sam in the second penalty of this game already. Dylan Thomas taking it in. Dylan for shots. And a shot from Dylan! That is Dylan Thomas sinking into the back top left corner of that net. Doing a brilliant job of centre this game, winning every face-off he has been on, and with a brilliant shot there. We have John coming up to join us as well now. I imagine with some insight to add. Dylan on the clock in the house, showing that he got that goal. Let's get us a goal on the board there. That is us equalised with the Metros as stands. That's more like it. This is the energy we want to see start coming in now. Let's hope we can keep it up on the Wildcats as we go into the next face-off. That is Cosmo is taking that face-off. Comes down the boards. That's Sam Taylor picking up on left D. Comes back. As Blair sends it into the zone. Chris Moon following in. Chris in control, tries to send it back. No one there to pick up. Again, blocking it from coming out. Chris in control, go for a shot. Chris! Just wide to the left, but a powerful shot from Chris there. Would have been good to see that go in. Well, it's his first time, Ben. I've no idea what that's in relation to. We have Sam taking us again. Oh, we're going to be offside here. Need to come out. Cosmo stepping in. Aurora saving. Yeah! Oh, brilliant save from Aurora. Cosmo knocking it out. Lauren getting very emotional downstairs. Sam Taylor going to be on this puck in the corner. This is intense stuff now as both teams have suddenly upped the ante. The energy has arrived. Coming just wide to the left there. Aurora certainly getting warmed up now with all these shots coming up. Metro's making a last minute ditch attempt to keep that in from the ground. Number 23 comes back into our corner. Metro's are going to be there first after a change. If we don't pick up our speed, we have Cosmo coming in to take that. Comes up the board. That's the number 11. He's got a good shot. Nicely defended by Aurora. Metro's still in possession. Might be in there for the Metros, I believe. We'll see shortly. There's celebrating going on. Yeah, that's a goal for the Metros. They've picked it back up. We are no longer tied, but we're not far behind. One goal back, and fairly even in terms of the energy level that's coming out now. Hopefully we can get either Lauren or Oscar to update us on who is scoring that goal for the Metros when they're available.
Oh, bit of issue to the goalie. Some straps undone.
There we are. Quick time out. Quick time to sort Aurora's straps, but that seems to be sorted now. So we're going back into the face-off. We have James Hudson taking this face-off from centre. We have Brianna on left wing. Alfie's jersey. Oh, off the crossbar from the Metros. 11 goes into the boards. Wildcats chasing up. We have James Hudson centre on the puck down the right boards here. Metros taking possession. That's Theo on lefty, and we have who is that? We have Zach on righty here. That's Theo in possession of the puck, looking for a pass. No one really going for a break out there from the Wildcats. That's a disappointing one to see. Something we've tried to focus on in B trainings when we can. That's James taking it into the zone. Lots of contention going on from the Metros. Theo trying to take control of that, but it comes out again. Everyone coming out nicely. Theo in possession, sending it back in again. Cat and mouse here between the Wildcats and the Metros. A shot off. Didn't see exactly what happened there, but the excited noise coming down below, so I assume it was good. Sam Taylor goes for a shot, comes off the Metro stick. We have Connie stepping up to that. Doing good job. Theo stepping in from behind as well, takes a shot, goes wide to the right of the net. That is James Hudson on it, going for backdoor, doesn't quite get it. Theo on the puck as he goes down, taken by Bree, and shot out by the Metros. We have Sam and Theo coming down, looks like they've got some time, although they don't go for the puck. Neither of them going for the puck as number 55 comes in instead, and now Sam's got a battle for it, with James stepping up to try and take this, but Metros passing it nicely back to the D to allow himself some time to look for that pass. Sending it down. Sam taking in. As it comes to Connie, Connie goes for a shot from the blue line, just coming wide to the left of the Metros net as the keeper sets out and sweeps it. We have Bree and James on the puck here on the boards. James now sending it round. That'll be Connie on that first of 36 from the Metros. Doesn't get there first. They are going to send this out here if they can. Yeah, coming down the boards. Looks like we have Alec taking that for us. Back in. Connie racing up as 86, sends that back into the corner, but that's going to be Sam on that. On our D. Sam taking that in. Shot Sam! Off to the right. Metros desperate to get the stick out anyway. Sam defending again. Sam will be in possession here if we can get that quick now. 86 still contesting. Sam held on the boards. 43 coming in to clear that. No one on our left D here. Not ideal situation. And a shot off from Dylan if we can, although someone's lying on the puck, so there's no shot to get in. In the middle! Lots of catching on the feet here. Go on, keep that in. Everyone is in one place there. That's being called as an offside, I think, there. That was a long period of no calls there, but a tricky one, I think, for both teams. Some interesting plays going on. Wildcats, I think, as they lose energy, losing that ability to prevent bunching up. So hopefully as we go into this next face-off we can prevent that. Here we go. Dylan taking that in off the face-off. We have back out to Alec. Alec going to take that in off the boards if he can. Although he's met by the Metros, we're going to need someone to step back for D. Dylan is there to step back as Alec back checks. And Dylan takes out the Metros player. No intention there whatsoever. No call because the Metros player tripping over Dylan rather than the other way around. That is number 2, Connie stepping up. I apologise earlier on. Whenever 11 was on, that was Zoshka. That was not Connie, which was the last shift, I believe. For number 11, who was playing right wing. Dylan Thomas trying to keep control of the puck here just as he gets too many Metros closing him in here. Manages to pass it out to Alec. Oh, Metros taking this. Nessa coming back in prep for D as Aurora takes that out to the right. Dylan picking up the right boards. No one in position for breakouts. Struggling here for the Metros. A nice little twirl from Dylan. Some flair going on. You can see he wants to be fancy. And he's going to take a shot. And just off to the right. That would have been a great time to have got a goal in with that nice twirl coming beforehand. That would have been in the highlight clip. Coming back down the boards as Zach steps up, putting it in with his skates twice in a row. Sending it out into the corner. We have number 2, Connie, stepping up to take that. Looks like she's going to send it around the boards. That's going to be Mazzado trying to pick that up as it comes out of the zone. That's Zach struggling on the floor to get this out. He decides to stay on his knees to try and clear it. Nessa stepping in. Oh, they both go down. Sticks are flying. Dylan picking up again. Nessa still struggling to get hold of her. She's taken back up. She is up now. Dylan taking up the right. Oh, goes for the right boards and jukes out up the centre. Passes up to Mazzado, who's taking in from the boards. Passing in, unfortunately, to a Metros player. Obviously not the intention there. Dylan, don't take that in. Yeah, good. Taking it back. Looks for the pass. Gets it off to Theo. Going to be contested by 43 on 59 from the Metros. As it goes into the bench there, I think. Yep, into the bench from Theo. Down to 11:35 left in this first period. We are up a few more shots from the Wildcats and from the Metros. Scoreboard not up to date. Still looking good. Still energy staying strong. Hopefully we can keep some quicker changes here. Chrisman scored, I'm on the pitch. Yeah, having trouble counting with the B team, having trouble working out which side we're on as well. But we're getting there. And we have everyone in possession. Oscar commenting about our 4-man defensive line and 1 person forward. James Hudson can take the single person forward by himself as the 4-man D does it, I'm sure. 43 men taking the shot, comes back to Alex Dalglish. If he goes for it, instead 43 coming round the back to meet him, comes out in the centre, although that's coming out of the zone. As we have James Hudson taking that on centre, he's going to take it up, and he's going to go for shot! Comes behind the net, going to be picked up by Mizzato there. Tries to send it around, although picked up by a Metro instead. Look like we have Theo and Alec coming back to be ready. Mizzato sitting around the board though. Can James Hudson step on that on time? No, he's going to stay where he is and watch his man. Mizzato again on the puck, battling on the boards, tries to get it out. We have everyone getting caught up in this play. Hopefully we can get back in time. Dylan is there ready to watch D in case that went wrong, as it did. Sam Taylor through his legs. Dylan picking up, going to take it through centre. Into slot. Just loses control there as 96 knocks it out. Back to Dylan, goes for shot. Saved nicely by the Metros. Goes for cover, but it's just too far to reach. Comes to Theo's defense off. We had a low man here. Man cherry picking number 11 as both Sam and Dylan work in tandem to take that puck back off. They're going to have to watch that man carefully. They're keeping a man low to try and take advantage of those occasions when our D get drawn into play. Dylan just getting that offside there as the puck is left behind as he heads in. That's us halfway through our second period now, and as such halfway through our game. We are halfway through the long change as well now, so the Wildcats will be looking forward to getting rid of that, being back to the quick change. And we're already off again. That's a step in from Cosmo that's caused that there, I believe. I wasn't paying enough attention, but that looks to be what's happened. Cosmo, I think, has stepped in before the puck has been passed the blue line, and as such is offside. Cosmo not quite getting the face off, being picked up again by Zach. It's now
look right!
In, Valeria. It's now in with Cosmo as he goes for shot, goes over the top of the keeper. Meg's picking up. We have kept in by Valeria, although going to come out there with number 11 again. Very strong player for the Mets, number 11. As Sam tries to contest, pushes him wide, which is just what we need here to keep him out of that slot. If he gets in that slot, he's got a good shot and he'll get it off.
Sam's sliding everywhere.
Everyone's sliding everywhere here. Chris hitting the ref with that attempt to send the puck up the boards. I heard him shout. I'm not sure if you'll pick that up on the stream, but that will have hurt. As we have Chris going down as well, getting back up. Cosmo trying to take that, going to send that up the boards. Yep, send that on the boards. That's nice and called for the Wildcats there. Oh no! Instead, the Metros keeper takes that, so no icing call. I think Lauren and Oscar are having coronaries down there collectively at the start of this game, but it is really one for the ages. That's going to be offside! No! No! Offside for the Wildcats as it's passed in when people are still coming off. They're getting messy here. I think the Wildcats have been getting more and more desperate. Lauren, our captain, I'm sure, wishing she was on the bench rather than doing the clock to relay some of this back to them, although I'm sure Emily and Martha will be doing as good a job as the coaches. We have James Hudson taking this face off, Brianna Hayes on left wing, we have Connie on right wing, we have Nessa on right D and Alec on left D, coming out of the zone to possession of, looks like Alec's going to be there first, switching over to left D. He's got 43 coming behind, sends it round the corner to Nessa. Nessa's got a man on as well, though, number 19, another strong player from the Metros here. Comes into centre, Alec stepping up. Bree, stepped up there, not Alec. Alec now in the control of the puck as he sends it up to a Metros player. That is, not Connie, that is Zosha taking that. I got that wrong last time. I will do my best to correct myself this time. No one wearing the right jerseys here, really. Oh, that's gotta be, come on, that's dirty. That's a good solid push, although not going too fast, so you can see it. but there was definitely a bit of a push from that against the boards. 43 coming down, met by Nessa to contest. As Nessa takes control of the puck, she's taking a slow look for the passing options, comes up the boards. We have Zosha stepping in. Nessa back on the puck to take control of this. She's got time, sends it up the middle. It's going to be taken by James, though. James going to be racing up with this. He comes up the right wing, looking for the slot. Instead, dumps it behind the net. Give the Wildcats some time to get their possession right. Coming in the centre, James in control again. Loses it. Bree goes for shot, and that's a cover. That's a goal! Sorry, a goal from Bree! That is.
Wait, no, is it?
Looks like there's no goal! No goal! That looks to have got caught under the pads.
Get the puck off his hand! No, that's not how the rules work!
I don't know what was going on there.
Little cheeky miscommunication.
There was a blown whistle that the play should never resume without a face-off. Someone, when they saw that wasn't a goal, decided to keep playing instead of waiting for the face-off to happen. I think that's the fault of Manchester, but I could be wrong. It could well have been one of our players.
There's a guy called Furlong on that team, that's it. Furlong, what a great name.
He's about 8 hands high.
Hey.
That's the numbers are wrong there. No one come for me in the comments.
Oh no,
Theo
John says, is this amateur hour? It is BYHA hockey, so yes.
BUHA, B team, and D team hockey. I heard Wildcats take performance enhancing drugs. I would like to think not, seeing that we are currently behind. But I'll propose the idea to committee. I'm no longer a student, so I feel like I have the right to do that. Dylan going to be taking this up. Oh, good waiting there. Oh, just a flanking over the top by the Metros. That is a good save there. It has to be said. As it comes back, we've got Zado stepping up to that. Connie passing back to our deep man, Sam. Oh, that's going to be offside! Not called.
No.
Into the pad. Oh, yeah! That is in! That is rolled in from behind the pads. A shot for the Wildcats despite all odds. Saved through the thighs a second time in a row, but this time making its way into the net just over the line.
If you didn't catch that on stream, it was briefly saved and then obviously dropped through the pads and rolled comically slowly.
Oscar will fill us in shortly on who that was. Dylan Thomas, we don't know if there were any assists on that. We will hear shortly from the downstairs team who have heard that from the refs. Back into this face-off. It looks like some of the same lines still on. We've had a D change, I think. Oscar coming in, the details of that goal.
So we have 40 for 61-68. That is the third goal of 68, second assist for Basato. Second goal from Dylan. Inside info from the refs. That was apparently about a centimetre over the line.
Wow.
If that.
That's incredible stuff.
You can do a lot with the centimetre.
It's good to get that info from Oscar. Makes it a lot more interesting here that was only just in. And of course your updated stats on goals and assists so far this game. We've had some good first time goals from a lot of the B teamers here who this is their first game, some of them today, coming deep into the zone. Let's hope that gives us a fresh burst of energy to, now that we've equalised, actually step up and bring ourselves on top. We have 5.5 minutes left of this second period of hockey. Dylan going to step up to this, pressure taken out. We've got Sam and Theo racing back against number 43, Meng of the Metros.
The numbers move.
Chris Moon is 91.
For Mr. Big Balls in the audience, Chris Moon is number 91.
Number 91. He is in the retro Wildcats jersey, not on the ice currently. We'll call it out when he is. We have Dylan Thomas on the puck currently, who is going to skate that up. The skill and the puck control there as he brings it in, staying on side from the Wildcats. Passes across and just goes right to the net. That was Connie receiving that pass and going for shots. Dylan back on the puck. Looks like it could come back in the centre as Sam Taylor has positioned himself. Although Connie is there, Again goes back. Sam taking the slap shot off the skate of the Metro. Everyone is bunched up now in front of that goal. Metro's taking possession. Going to be taking it down the left boards here. Yep. Sam trying to step out to keep that in. Goes for the slide. And he makes it too as he gets taken out. And he is down well and truly. Although Connie and Sam both there should be able to gain control of this. Sam taking it in. Sam on control of the puck down the right boards. Sends it in the centre. That's picked up by the Metros. Although Dylan is there to grab. Just losing it through his feet. Oh, as we have number 93, that is Zach, stepped in. We have, oh, this is intense here. As a shot comes off Mazzato, we have Dylan going for backdoor, off the post, Dylan falls. That is Connie on the puck now. Just not able to pick that up from Alec as it comes too fast down the boards. Alec is there first, he has man on. Looks like he could send it behind the boards to Zach if he's ready. Comes to Zach. Zach going to send up again. Oh no, he's not. He's going to send it across the centre. That will be sending palpitations for Aurora. Although Dylan has picked it up. Dylan racing it in. Shot off. Deflected by the Metros. Dylan is having a nice time with one of the Metros there. I'm not sure if that's a legal distraction technique. We have Alec defending here. In control. He's going to take that up. Passes it to Zach as it comes up to Mazzato now. Mazzato in first with the puck on the left wing. Goes for shot. Comes off. Oh, through the legs again! We have Mazzato with a shot for the Wildcats through the thigh gap of the Metros netminder. That is exactly what we were looking for as we go into the end of this second period. Wildcats picking up that energy with that last goal. Oscar, would you please give us the lowdown on that?
We have the fourth point right from the starter. That is 68 from 93, I believe
That is really incredible stuff. Good to see people racking up the points here. Nice and early in their BIJ careers as Nessa goes down here in control of the puck. We have Cosmo stepping in. Comes to Chris. There is Chris Moon, for whoever was asking, in the number 91 Daniel jersey, the retro Wildcats look. That has been called. I'm not sure what the penalty was here. It looks like a call for Cosmo, possibly. No, sorry, not a penalty, just a foul.
The audience are really loving Chris Moon, so we'll get a little close up for you. Here we are.
And that's Cosmo winning the face-off, sending it back to Nessa. Coming into 73, we have Valeria. I should know this by now. The numbers again, like I say, all wrong. Chris Moon on the puck in the back right, sends it in the centre. Although picked up by 11, one of the, probably I would say the strongest skater from the Metros. As Theo comes back to meet, goes wide to the right of the net. Only Metros on the puck here, 43 in possession. Theo battling to take that. He's got it in control. He's going to try and send it up. He sends it up, received by Chris Moon for all you Chris Moon fans, number 91. He drops it back to Theo. Oh, offside! Chris, get out! Chris is back out again, losing my voice screaming here to try and make sure I'm heard, as the excitement from downstairs and from across at the bench is probably coming over the mic here. Chris Moon battling at the boards, just losing it. It's going to come back. We have that is Theo going to be on this first, contested by 11. Like I say, 11, the strongest skater in my opinion for the Metros. Oh, he's taken that too far to get the back door. That is good news for us, as he doesn't get a chance to take that. End of 43. Cosmo keeping that in. Aurora, no doubt, having a bad time there as she hasn't got a single view on the puck. The Metros netminder feeling fancy here, 96. Going to take it out for them if he can. Sends it down the boards. Oh, into a Wildcats change. That's not ideal as the play comes back, but we do have Cosmo stepping up, and we have Sam waiting ready for that. Chris Moon keeping that on the board, sends it up. Cosmo picks it up. Cosmo takes it on the right wing. Cosmo having a difficult time getting a stick around the Metros player. Takes a shot, goes right at the goal. And Sam Taylor steps in on the left wing, sends it round the back of the net. None of the Wildcats are quite there to get it. We have 96 from the Metros picking that up. Comes back to Chris Moon, saving on the right. Oh, that's a goal for Chris Moon! Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing it all here tonight as we have some stellar Wildcats B performance going on. We have Chris Moon with another brilliant shot, and Chris
I'm
Moon
ready
with
for
a
the chat to go
goal.
crazy.
Let's have Oscar filling us in on the details of that.
That is Chris Moon's debut goal for the Wildcats.
Oh, that's a puck to take
Congratulations,
home.
Chris Moon.
Social, sir.
That is your president wishing you congratulations there, Chris. We have 44 seconds left on the clock. This second period. It's definitely been an intense time. The Metro's getting off to a good start as they took control, but the Wildcats definitely clawing it back and now setting 2 points up. We have about 25 seconds left. Lauren, you realise the clock isn't on? There we go, our final 15 seconds. We are slightly behind on the stream. We have Alec Dalglish sending that up the boards. That's going to be Bree stepping into that as she sends it off. James Hudson in centre. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the period over. And what a period it was. The Wildcats putting in some really hard shifts there. Some brilliant performances. First time from some new faces to the Wildcats, from some new faces to team play in the Wildcats, certainly, who have maybe been beginners of last year. We have Emily and Martha sure to be giving a huge congratulations there to all of those players doing so well for the Wildcats. Do drop your comments. I will check them now and see what we have going on, but I have not had a chance to watch as that has been such an intense time on that period. Thank you again for joining us here. Can you get O'Hara close up? You can, if I can find him. That is as close as I can get currently. Let me see if I can do some technological wizardry to get you a little closer. Here we go. This is rough and ready. I do apologise, but there you are, a little closer to Morgan for whoever was asking. There you are, and let's bring it across to the rest of the Wildcats there in the huddle. So on the bench we have, from left to right in plain clothes, we have Lauren, who is clogging for us, who is our B team captain, also our Wildcats secretary this year. Emily has just walked off to chat to Theo, one of our coaches and 18 players, and we have Martha looking rather dapper on the right there, another coach for the B team and another A team player. Of course you can see everyone gathered here in front of the bench as we have a quick review of the current state of the game. Everyone doing very, very well. I'm sure very proud coaches here. That has been an incredible period. The amount I have been screaming has not been rivaled by any other game in comparison to this. It is really, really incredible stuff. I hope you're all enjoying this as well on your end. I am going to take a very brief break as I help myself to a drink and some cake. So do continue to enjoy this footage of Lauren at this point in time chatting to them. Of course, beside Martha there, we have Aurora, our other netminder, who played that last period, played brilliantly that last period. And over here we have Morgan doing some warm-ups there. Okay, looks like we're going to be going back into the next period very shortly. We have had Lauren back to her proper position in the... Apologies, I'm doing too many things at once. Lauren back... Oh, Oscar, I haven't even had a bit yet. Just to get you a view on the cake thief stealing my hard-earned work. I've not had a chance to have any of mine yet. So, despite making it, Lauren, John, and Oscar have all helped themselves. You know what? Let's have cake reveal for you here. There we go. That's in. That's just about in. There is my cake, lemon drizzle. I am enjoying it immensely. I brought it along for some Korean food with one Mr. John O tonight, 18 player, an extraordinaire, who made me a lovely kimchi in exchange for one singular payment of lemon drizzle. Looks like you're going to take another minute here before they go back on, especially since Lauren was making things awkward there by going onto the ice to talk to the others. I'll try and persuade the ones down below to give us a bit more commentary during this period if they so desire. I think their audio quality is probably better than mine. They're using the wireless mic, I'm using the laptop audio. Screen recorder ready just in case. What was that in reply to? Where's Aiden's comment? I'm not going to look through all that now, but there are so many comments dropping in here. I'll have to make sure the live chat is on. Apologies. We didn't have that last time, and it was a shame not to have it when I went to rewatch. I'll see if I can turn them all on retrospectively. If not, I'll certainly turn this one on before we end to make sure we can look back at the chat. Definitely a louder shout from the Wildcats. Less in it than there was at the start, though. The start we had the Wildcats roaring for it. I would have thought now would be their time. Hopefully that's not them getting complacent. I can't imagine it is. I imagine the buzz off everyone is too much for that right now. So we have line one coming on. That is Dylan Thomas in the centre. We have on right wing Connie, we have on left wing Mazzato, on right D Theo, and on left D Sam Taylor, number 16, waiting for the clock to be sorted by the look of it. Sorry, waiting for the goalie to be ready for the Metros. That is us in, and we're off for the next period. We have, immediate ball from the Metros. Oh, handing over to 43 for a shot, and a cover from Morgan. It is good to see Morgan getting warmed up nice and early. Not necessarily that you want that situation to happen, but he's playing well already, and that is good news for this final period. First 11 seconds of that period gone. It's a very, very quick start. We're off again now. That's Dylan taking this up in possession, winning that face-off, not even sending it to another player, but he knows he can take it up himself until he gets poke checked by number 96. Comes back to Theo instead. Theo looking to pass it up the boards as he does and goes for it himself. It's in 43, taking as Theo hits the deck. Number 2, that is Connie taking that puck. Looks like the keeper was going to go for a cover there before thinking better of how far away it was. Dylan Thomas picking up again. That's going to be offside if he doesn't. Just in time with Theo getting out there. Dylan making sure to curl. Go on, Connie! Shot! Goes instead into the fallen Metro player. As we have Theo keeping that in the zone, passing gently up the boards to Connie again. Connie sending in the centre, received by the Metros and knocked out down the right boards. We have Sam Taylor on that first, and Theo there to support. Sam looking for passes it off to his left to Dylan. Dylan going to take that in first. Looks like he's going to pass it to Connie, or it's going to come out. The skills on display from Dylan, passing into Connie in the centre, coming straight back out, although he goes for a shot. Looks like it just went around the back there, coming into Mazzato instead to Sam. Sam takes a shot, Sam into the back of the net! That is Sam Taylor, number 16 for the Wildcats with a goal! Go on, Sam! Sam Taylor on D getting that shot for us. But bringing us a 7-4 in the first minute and a half of this final period against the Manchester Metros D's. Hopefully Oscar can give us a full update on that if there's any more information to give now.
That is our treasurer, Sam Taylor's goal for the Wildcats.
That is brilliant stuff. 40, Dylan Thomas. That was dangerous stuff there, but Cosmo keeping the Metros player nice and wide to prevent that goal. I'm not sure if you caught that as I was busy chatting about the goal. That looks like a catch. That's a catch from Morgan. That is brilliant stuff. Morgan doing really well, showing how he has really developed his skill in the short time he's been playing netminder for the Wildcats. It's great to see. Nice celebration there from Morgan as well. Roadman, I'm not sure I agree. Come on, Metros. The Go Wildcats sounds more like it to me. Then again, maybe I shouldn't be biased. As an alumni, it's quite tricky. Nice shot from the corner there, from the Metros, although defended again nicely by the Wildcats. 55 trying to get it off as it's sent out. We have Chris Moon on that first, skating against 23, although the netminder for Metros is going insane, trying to show off a little. We have Alex Daglish in there as we have a good drop from Morgan, comes back up the boards. That's Chris Moon on the puck. Chris Moon sends up the boards to receive himself again, comes out, goes back in with number 59. We have Zach is on the ground. Chris on the puck, passing to Valeria. That is a beautiful pass. Number 80 trying to take that, but Valeria knocking it back in. Number 11 will be picking that up for the Metros. Like I say before, 11, one of the strongest players it seems from the Metros, and definitely more skills. Cosmo going in for a better contact to try and stop too much progress from the Metros, and it's worked as Chris now keeping that up the boards on the right wing. That's a call, I'm not sure what for. We had a penalty from someone, we will see now. Sorry, just a foul, not a penalty for any player. Face off, moving back down. Our shots on goal have updated significantly. Let me get that back up to date. Wildcats now on 31 and the Metros on 22 shots on goal. Wildcats record looking much better than it did earlier on in this game, with lots of shots and fewer goals than the Metros. They have rectified that beautifully in the last period, and indeed in the first minute and a half of this period. Sam taking that out of the zone, not scared to get involved there. That's that fuel he got earlier as he fed on Uber Eats before the game started. James Hudson stepping in. It comes in back in on our defence zone, not the zone we want to be sticking in here. That's Brianna on the puck. Comes back into 69 for the Metros. Theo sending it up the boards, comes to 86 as James pressures. Metros not making the pass, James still pressuring. We have 11, which is Zosha stepping in. Theo has taken control, waiting for the onside, and passes it up. Zosha going to be first on that, but it comes out. Theo keeping hold nicely. Zosha needs to come out. Out, Zosha! Out! Just not catching the message there. It's difficult to hear when you're on the ice. If you play yourself, you'll know. Everyone's shouting at once. John disagrees. John, I'll troll through old footage and find footage of you being offside if you want. Yeah, Oscar pointing out first ever game. So it's they're doing brilliant. Oscar, tell us yourself. Oscar going to give us some words of wisdom here.
This is a Wildcats B posted again a little bit like this at the top of the ice. They may make mistakes, but that's to be expected.
Thank you, Oscar, for clarifying against John's negative words. It's good to see Oscar, our president, believing in our B team players. John is now going to refute that by the look of it as number 11 makes a run down. Beautiful save from Morgan, and he goes in for the cover. Oh, and it's into the goal! I was sure that was a cover. I don't know what happened there. I looked away to stop the clock, and everything went wrong in that second. Wildcats still doing well, do not get me wrong, as we have the Wildcats on 7 and the Metros on 5. Shots on goal update coming in now. 2 back into the face-off. Dylan Thomas taking that back to line 1. We have Connie on right wing. We have Alex stepping up on right D. That's Sam Taylor on left D, and that is Mizzado on left wing as well. Dylan taking that as center.
That was 11, which is their 4th goal.
4th goal from 11, like I say, powerful player. William Bagley of the Metros D getting that goal. Any Bagley supporters in the chat, do drop a message, and you will get abused by the Wildcats supporters in the chat, I'm sure. I'm surprised we have so many watching. It is an oddity. Lovely from Dylan there, keeping that in, goes for shot, comes off the chest of the keeper. Oh, just not making it in there, but Mizzado still in control, sends it back to Sam. Sam just not managing to get control of that puck before it comes out. 11 is on that, 11 wants this. Sam off the back of his skate. It comes back off the middle, coming back into the zone. Mizzado stepping up. Sam also stepping up. Hopefully we don't get too drawn into this puck. to remember our positioning. Dropped around the boards, picked up by Dylan as Metro's contest, although not too strong a contestant. Not a great shot for a pass there from Dylan. Of all the places he could have gone, straight to the player who was waiting there for him, but it comes out now to Mazzato. His name is Bagel, not Bagley, and he is the GOAT, undisputed. If you say so, I will not weigh in on that. I will remain impartial on that particular note. Alec Dalglish sending to Mazzato. This has been a long shift for these guys. Hopefully they change soon. That was Connie looking for the skate receive there, but not quite getting it. Number 43, Meng taking it in as it comes off the pads from Morgan. Trying to the back end of the centre. Dylan picks up. Dylan weaving around nicely into the centre. Dylan going to run this one in if he can. Hopefully we can get a shot off from Dylan here as well. Comes to Connie. Instead intercepted by 19 first. Sam on the puck. It's going to be a race back. Man on! And a race back here. 43 pressuring. Although he continues on while Alex stops. Picked up by 16. I'm going to ask John, Oscar or Lauren to take over commentary temporarily while I get a drink from my voice, which I'm readily losing. John, I think, or Oscar might be taking over for me.
Okay,
Yes.
Back to commentary. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Oscar. We're having a great day. Metros has just made a great save, and it's a great day.
Thanks, yeah.
My beer last time. I don't know who bought Foster's like. What's wrong with them? It's not my choice. 100%. It was on the laptop. Let me turn Oscar up. Jago again under the net. I am doing well. You can hand over if you like. You can continue commentating. It's up to you.
I'll give it a minute.
Yeah?
I'll give it a minute.
Hey,
11 on assisted.
Assisted for his fifth goal of the night. This is seeming like a very one-sided team. 11-43. I'm going to hand over to John when I write something down.
Oh, guys, I'm going to have to cut you off here.
Please.
No, I'm not cutting you off, Oscar. I'm cutting off the stream because Charlie has just pointed out that the score is 6-7, and as such, I will not be committing myself to this anymore. I am now going to leave the rink and jump off a bridge. Good to see you all. No!
Do it again, do it again!
No! I hate you all so much. All of you.
No one can score again for the rest of the game.
I will personally have a word with each single one of the Wildcats for doing that.
Thank you, Oscar.
They
Thank
will be
you.
holding contempt.
6-7.
We have Chris Moon stepping in, passes to Valeria. That looks like it could have been offside to me, but comes across anyway. Oh, and Chris Moon goes down in the net. Poor net minder for the Metros. Score looking tighter. Wildcats need to make sure they keep control of this. Theo doing a good job of that himself. Oh, Mazzato! It was Valeria even. I can't tell who's who. There's Valeria on the puck, keeping it in as Chrisman steps in, shot! Instead passes to Cosmo. Comes to Eddie for the Metros. In control, takes a slap down the boards. Right behind his change we have Nessa with man on!
Yeah!
Nessa into the boards, trying to keep it off 11. Doing a brilliant job there. We have Theo keeping it off 11 instead as they both go down as a result of that. But it's certainly what we needed there. We have Cosmo picking that up in the centre here. He's going to try and run that up at 86. Can he get the shot off? No, but he now has a chance to pass into one of his other teammates here. Hopefully in position now. It's looking great. 11 back in control. Bagel once again, as I was told from the chat. Chat saying 6-7. I will block each and every one of you from this account, I promise. If you say that.
Keep going, chat.
Yes! Go on, Nessa! Deep into their zone. Oh, a tap from their netminder. They are loving this. The Metro's netminder. Everyone out. Good from Sam. No. Wait, hold of that. Okay, we're good now. Chris setting it up. Cosmo going to be taking that. Chris defending on the blue line as 55 takes it in. Nessa sending it out as 55 falls over Nessa. Chris tries to give it in. Nessa going to be back again. And that's going to be called. I think that was just a bit too caught up there on the blue line. Needed a fresh look at that, according to the ref decision. That coming to 93, that is Zach in my jersey there, and that's a cover from our brilliant Morgan in net.
You can't get banned anymore.
Huh? I can't get it back.
End of the face off. Control taken from James Hudson, number 19, going to take it into the zone. He's not got a good passing in here. Let's see if someone can position themselves in the centre instead. Going to be picked up by 61 Brianna here, as James is now in a position to receive that. Comes instead to our lefty Alec. Alex sends it in the centre, but picked up by the Metros. That's going to be a race back as 43. Meng is on that, but Alec Daglish is faster. He is at the boards first. He sends it round the back towards Zach. 69 also waiting for it there. Comes up. We have Zosha on the puck as well. Sends it across. James Hudson running for that against number 80 from the Metros. James goes for a shot. It goes straight into the Metros player who falls on the ground. We'll get the camera away from that for a second just while we see if they're alright. That was a shot from James into the player, being shouted at to change, and so he's obeying that. Hopefully this is alright. We will keep the camera away from this attention just while we see the status, if there's any injury here or if it's just a second of break needed for this player. If you remember back to our last game, we had the helmet come off of Theo while he was playing in goal and needed to take a break. Looks to be possibly a hit in the head or possibly a hit from the puck in the neck. We're going to keep this away now. I may actually cut audio for a minute as well while we wait for this. I will just black out the camera for us while we wait. So we will stay like this for a minute.
This is James Hudson's theme song. J Hus.
Oh, we're getting copyright strike. What are you playing? Okay, we have players standing again from the Metros. I'm going to see what the status of that is in a second. Just to fill them in, that seems to be an injury for Metro's number 80. Metro's number 80 being Adam Baker from the University of Salford, playing for the D's. seems to be doing all right. He is back on the bench now, and we will take a bit more of a recess while he's checked out. He's having a chat with the refs. The refs, of course, trained for instances like this and knowing what to do. Seems again, like I say, nothing too serious. Definitely a hard hit. Definitely not what you want to have happen. But good news to see that everything seems to be okay. We have 8 minutes and 4 seconds left on the in-house clock, which I will get on your screens for you now. Left of this third and final period for the Wildcats versus Metros game. I'm assuming most of this chat is Metros. We rarely have such a full chat by the time it hits 1:30. So we will see what is going on. Okay, we have number 80 now coming off the ice. Door, guys! Door! John, door! What are you looking for? Water. No, I've got beer. We can get some from the tap. I can lend a cup if someone wants to run and get some from the tap. We're coming back into the face-off again. After that, I'll get your camera back on momentarily. I think we're just going to get some water for number 80 here. Not in his own jersey. Number 80 is Adam Baker, despite his jersey being Ockmore. Looks like we have our Wildcats faithful Charlie Toff going down to help out into the face-off. That's Dylan Thomas winning that face-off, coming back to Connie, now in possession. Connie tries to take the shot, it comes back. Dylan Thomas picking up. I'll try and get my names right here. As Connie in control again, not getting a chance to get a shot off as the Metros step in. We are now with Theo. Comes back. Shouting from the bench of the Wildcats as 49 takes this down. 43, apologies. Theo intercepting that. Does go down. 43, no call on that. Theo passing back to Zach in 93 in the corner here as he tries to whack it up the boards. Doesn't make it as far as he hopes. Metros sending it back down, although that is Mazzato picking that up. She is going to send it in the centre as number 11 gets that. Theo contesting. It's not going to be Zach on with Theo taking control of that puck off number 11. We do not want number 11 taking a strong control of that puck, as we have seen a very strong skater. Dylan Thomas and number 11 both battling it out. That is truly the battle of the match, the two of them. Oh, and Dylan goes down as 55 just gives him a knock. Nothing too hard. But Dylan obviously wasn't quite stable. That's going to be an offside for the Wildcats there. Unfortunately, it seems we have missed the ball on that one, so to speak. There are too many chat messages in here now for me to keep up with. So enjoy. Yeah, cheers. How's he doing? How's he doing? Oh, to the ear. There we go. There is our update on the situation. Number 80 receiving puck to the ear. Not something you're going to really want in a game, as you can imagine. So good time to take a break. Not long left for this third and final period. so not missing out hugely, and much better to get the rest needed than anything else. Dylan Thomas taking us up, watching the offside carefully with Connie. There we go, we're in the zone. Thank you. Coming out with Dylan here. Gonna take it slow. Passes and no one is there. Although 16 not picking it up. So instead we have Sam Taylor 16 for the Wildcats picking it up. Oh, that's gonna be offside if they want to call that. If I ever saw a more obvious example of offside. They decided not to call as it came back down the line. Dylan goes for that. We have Connie stepping up for a shot. Goes off to the right, just bouncing off the crossbar, the post there, sorry. Metros decide to whack it out. Comes back down. Alec Dalglish, right D on the puck. Up the boards, coming to Connie. Back to Alec, back to Connie. Connie taking in to the zone. Go for shot. Instead looking for pass down. Oh, goes for shot anyway across the front. Tries to get it into Dylan, who is waiting in the slot. Kept in by Alec, who goes for a shot from the blue line, doesn't get it off, but Dylan is there, picks up the puck, sends it back to Sam, who goes for a shot, goes wide to the right. That was good timing nonetheless, and a good pass from Dylan to set that up. Meeting at the boards as Alec doesn't let that Metro away with it. We have Dylan Thomas looking for a pass, brings it down. That is Nzado on the puck. Takes a shot, Dylan picking off, and goal for Dylan! Dylan picking off his skate into his stick and straight into a goal in the top right corner of the net. Did you ever see such a thing? This has been a brilliant time for the Bees here today. This has been incredible. And we are off again. We have now changed the Cosmo on centre. We have Nessa and Valeria getting quite close there on right wing and right D. We have Sam stepping up on the left D as they both go down to the middle, and that's going to be called, that one. I think that'll be a tripping most likely there, as everyone gets involved to see what the plan is. Here is a Metro coming off. We will follow the Metro as he comes off. Who do we have coming off here?
Door. Oh, Lawrence got it.
John is in the world of his own. That is number 11 off. Unfortunately for the Metros, that is not what they want to see after what they've seen. Celebrating an 18-year scoring. I believe we saw a celebration from number 11 scoring as well. Dylan Thomas is a B team player, in fact, as well, not an A team player. If you check BUHA, you will find as such. So while I'm sure he will appreciate, Ashley, your support and calling him an A-teamer in skill level, in terms of where he sits, he is in fact a B-team player. Nice to be able to provide you with the facts there. Hopefully you can keep yourself updated in future. We have Nessa in control of the puck now. She's going to bring it back as she looks for some time. Sends it up to Chris Moon. Chris Moon taking in on the right wing. Chris Moon passing into centre, although picked up by 43 instead. We have 1 minute 30 left in the penalty for number 11. Alfie Cox, thank you for clarifying there as well. Alfie is one of our 18 players and is giving you updates as we play. Alfie, why are you not here? That is my only question to you. Good to see you in the chat nonetheless. Hope you've been enjoying. Do leave any comments about the play. That's coming right down the ice. That certainly is something. I'm not sure what exactly. Nessa picking up. We have no Metros going for contest in a moment. Oh, we have someone falling nonetheless. That is unfortunate for our number 53 of the Metros, who is in fact Abby McElroy. I think actually, yeah, first year alumni. Of course, the Wildcats not allowed alumni on our team as per student union rules. So we have a team fully of students. No one who has graduated yet. This is Sam in the back left corner. Our left D sends it out down the boards, gets right past 23 as well of the Metros. We have Cosmo number 55 skating up to contest that as it comes off the board straight to Valeria, picked up instead by the Metros first. Sam Taylor just poking it out of the way of that pickup. We are onside here for the Wildcats. Sam chasing that. We have Chris Moon going to take that, pass it back to Theo Tipling, who is going to take some time here. Theo, having played net for the A's, very, very level-headed, is able to take his time when he needs to. He sees the play from the perspective of the netminder, and I'm sure it helps him very well in terms of the gameplay. I'm guessing that was an offside there. I wasn't watching. No alumni, yes, that's correct. Whoever that is. Our Students' Union forbids any sports clubs in Newcastle University from having alumni play, despite the BHIHA allowing alumni to play. So unfortunately not. They're all students, and as Oscar informed you earlier, we have lots of first-time players here today, so they are doing brilliantly with this 8-6 game so far. Back into the face-off. Looks like we have Hudson on centre, Bree on left. We have Zosha on right wing, Theo on left D, and that is 93, that is going to be Zach in my jersey on right D. Battle at the line, and it comes out. We have James Hudson trying to step up, take it off 11, he is back on the ice, and that's going to be offside for the Metros. Let me get our shots on goal back up to date, as we've had some more for both teams. One minute 13 left on the clock in-house. We will catch up to that when we get a chance, but it could be the final whistle blow until the end of the game here. 43 for the Metros, picking that up, sends it in the centre. He is perfectly positioned for a shot, blocked by Zach in number 93 on right D. And it comes back in the centre to 53 again, 16 stepping up to take that shot. Countered by, and on the floor, Zach. James, it comes out with James, goes back in. They're not going to call that out, they are going to call that offside in the end. Yeah, it's going to be a busy one here, folks, as we get down this final 47 seconds that we've got left on the clock.
The line.
Got some Toto fans in the A's box. Hold the line if you didn't hear the shout. Theo on the left D there, sending that into the corner. And we have, I believe that's Zosha, sends it in. Unfortunately, heads into the centre, but we now have 61 Brianna on that first, who's going to send it into the corner just to take our time. 20 seconds left on our clock. Zosha going to pick that up in the corner, just takes it out of the zone to get with a chance. James Hudson picking up as he goes for slide instead. Zosha taking that in. Our final 10 seconds of this game. As it comes right back down the ice, we have Theo picking it up and sending it straight back up again. It is back and forth like anything. And our 3, 2, 1, that is us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. We end the game with Wildcats on 8 and Manchester Metros D on 6. It was a brilliant game from both sides, both showing incredible energy, both showing a determination to get those goals in. Wildcats clawing back from being behind at the start. I think we'll go and join them on the ice in a second to try and see some of that celebration that is going on down there. So we will bring you along for that as best as we can. We might lose the mic, but we will keep the laptop going where we can. We will head down very shortly. We will let them first form their handshake line for the refs and the other team and coaches. That is incredible stuff. We have celebration below us as well with Lauren and
My
Oscar
team
and
won!
John. Well
Let's
done!
go!
Why weren't you playing, Lauren?
I'm concussed!
Whoa! Oh, it looks like we're skipping handshakes. It is 20-2. We're perhaps short on time and deciding to skip handshakes. We're instead going straight to the man of the match. We will bring you all the action here. Oh, we are doing handshakes. There we go. In which case, we will keep you on to watch this. We will have player of the match coming up next. You will get to see who each team thought out of the other team deserves special recognition, and of course not to be looked down on. They have the very important job of picking up the beers. Is that Adam? I don't know who you're talking about. So possibly. Good question. Is who Adam? And I'll try and get the answer on that. I don't know of anyone called Adam here, but there could be an Adam on the Metros. Man of the Man Moon. The two right from Mr. Big Balls.
Man of the Man Moon.
Man of the Match Moon. That would be a good one. Can we get a player interview from Chris? Charismatic and funny in interviews, Moon. We will try and do that. We have. Yeah, let's get some. Let's see. Oh, our goalie with Zach there. That's Morgan and Zach having a bit of a brew hug here. Everyone having a good time. It's good to see some mixing between the Metros and the Wildcats here. We have some teams in the BUHA like to have a bit of a shall we say, less than ideal relationship. It's good to see the Metros and Wildcats remaining friendly here at the end of this match. We have Oscar joining us up top now. Any words for us, Oscar, from that match as president?
I'm feeling quite jealous, actually, of Wildcats winning. This doesn't happen on the A team as much as I'd like it to, so for them to come with their first game and win, I mean, we did a pretty insane game as well. I know that Mark and Emily were feeling over the moon. They were somewhat ambiguous, I think the word they used was, going into the game, so for them to come out with an 8-6, very, very proud of them. I'm not entirely sure. I think they think they're taking a photo.
It is their first game, they don't know what they're doing. They'll get it. Good catch. So we have our assistant for A team, or sorry, for Metro team coming in, and Theo coming in as well, who is our assistant for the Wildcats Bs. That is number 11 man of the match for Metros, who we saw coming definitely. Yes, indeed, that number 11 is William Bagley, who is number 15, Theo, for the Wildcats as well. We're going to have our 3 cheers next after the ceremonial beer. Oh! Go on, Theo! He has got one out for himself and he is still on the ice. Would you look at that? He is desperate to get that can open. Three cheers for the Metros. And 3 cheers for the Wildcats. I imagine now they will all be heading in for photos. I will try and get someone to head. And Oscar, can you take a mic and interview Chris? Someone wants to know. Oscar is going to go for you and get some interview from Chris once a photo has been taken. So we will get that on camera for you. Bagel. I'm not sure we'll get an interview with him as the Metros already head towards the bench to sort out. Oscar not on the ice as the photo commences here. So we will very shortly have the inside word for you. Oscar going to take it away with some interviews, I hope. Joint photo first, I think. Big joint photo, possibly. Yeah, big joint photo coming in. Good to see. Nice for everyone in the BUHA to get along for once. Looking forward to Tuesday in a completely unrelated note, where B team travel to Nottingham and A team will be playing a home game against Glasgow. Unrelated to the friendliness that Metros are showing us right now, of course. Looking forward to those games. It's going to be tricky getting drivers for the Wildcats whenever we have 2 games going on at once. But I'm sure we will make do. We always do. Here is Oscar, our president, in his big coat, coming on now.
Checking in. 1, 2, can you hear me?
Yes,
fantastic.
we can.
With Emily. Emily, how did you find that?
Very, very, very good. I'm very, very proud, and that was amazing and very good. Yes.
Yeah!
Who should we find now? Bear with.
I was going to say of 53 would give a thing to the mic. I think we might have another interview. Oh, maybe not. That's a shame. Lauren's getting a photo of the Metro, so that one has had to stop. Oscar directing everyone to get off.
I'm going to hunt down Chris Moon now.
Hey, he's going to go for Chris. There you go, all you Moon fans in the chat. He's going for the bench. There he is.
Chris Moon. How did you find that kick? What shot?
Yeah, it was great. It's really well wrapped.
Can we get a zoom in on this stick tape?
We have it already.
We've done an unconventional tape where we've taped it up.
That was Oscar's job during training, I should say.
Exactly. It just improves my skating as well.
How'd you find the game?
Very, very good. I feel like I was on the floor half the time. I loved it.
Well done, Chris Moon. Go celebrate. That's all from me. Signing off, wrapping up. Oh Money, Oscar Marshall. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, Oscar, for that final insight. And it's also going to be a wrap up from us here up at the top. I would like to thank my very, very special helpers. We have Charles Toth, who helped us with the camera, along with Ben, who also helped us with the camera, and along with one more Ben, who has done the stream. We are going to very, very quickly sign off here now. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you have had a good night joining us. Hope you have enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the action, and enjoyed the incredible play from the Wildcats Bs. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the ice. Goodbye. Thank you for helping.